preamble, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. In this prose, we have seen earlier that what is preamble, fundamental rights, and now we have to move towards right to equality, equality before law. The state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Means one cannot here do any discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, sex, religion, or any state of India, where no citizen shall, on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, and any of them, be subject to any disability, liability, restriction, or condition with regard to access to shops, public restaurants, hotels, and public places, public entertainment, and the use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, and places of public resort maintained wholly or partly out of state funds or dedicated to the use of general public. Here, nothing in this article shall prevent. Which is article? Article is right to equality. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for women and children. Nothing in this article or in clause of Article 29 shall prevent the state from making any special provision for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens or for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. Nothing in this article or in the subclause of clause I of Article 19 shall prevent the state from making any special provision by law for the advancement socially or educationally backward of citizens or for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, in so far as such special provisions relate to their admission to the educational institutions, including private educational institutions, whether aided or unaided by the state other than the minority educational institutions referred to the class of Article 30. Nothing in this article or subclause of clause 19 or clause 2 of Article 29 shall prevent the state from making any special provision for the advancement of any economically weaker sections of citizens other than the classes mentioned in clause 4 and 5. Any special provision for the advancement of any economically weaker section of citizens other than classes mentioned in clause 4 and 5, insofar as such special provisions relate to their admission to educational institutions, including private educational institutions, whether aided or unaided by the state other than the minority educational institutions referred to in clause I of Article 30, which in the case of reservation would be in addition to the existing reservation and subject to a maximum of 10% of the total seat in each category. See here, for the purpose of this article 16, economically weaker sections shall be such as may be notified by the state from time to time on the basis of family income or other indicators of economic disadvantage. Then the another point is of the equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. See here, we have to deal with the employment. In the employment, there shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to the employment or appointment to any office under the state. No citizen shall, on ground only of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence, or any of them, be ineligible for or discriminated against in respect of any employment or office under the state. Means one cannot do any discrimination on the basis of race, caste, sex, place of birth, residence, religion, and where the opportunity should be given to all citizens of India or that particular state. Nothing in this article shall prevent Parliament from making any law prescribing in regard to a class or clause of employment or appointment to an office under the government of any local or other authority within a state or union territory, any requirement as to residence within that state or union territory prior to such employment or appointment. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision for reservation of appointments or the post in favor of any backward class of citizen which in the opinion of the state is not adequately represented in the services under the state. Where we have nothing in this provision, in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision for reservation in matters of promotion within the consequential seniority to any class or classes of post in the services under the state in favor of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, which in the opinion the state are not adequately represented in the services under the state. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from considering any unfilled vacancies of a year which are reserved for being filled up in that year in accordance with any provision for reservation made under clause 4 or clause 4A as a separate class of vacancies to be filled up in any succeeding year or years, and such classes of vacancies shall not be considered together within the vacancies of the year in which they are being filled up. For determining the ceiling of 50% reservation on total number of vacancies of that year. See here, he is speaking about the reservation where the reservation should not exceed 50% and the recruitment of any particular category, if there are vacancies, should be filled in that particular year, but due to some consequences, due to some problems, due to some technical issues, if they are not filled in that particular year, means it is the responsibility of that particular state government or the central government to fill the vacancies from that particular reserve categories, and the quota should be maintained. Then, in addition to this one, nothing in this article shall affect the operation of any law which provides that the incumbent of an office in connection with the affairs of any religious or demonetational institution or any member of governing body thereof shall be a person professing a particular religion or belonging to a particular denomination. Then, nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any provision for the reservation of appointments or posts in favor of any economically weaker sections of citizens other than the classes mentioned in clause 4, in addition to the existing reservation and subject to maximum of 10% of the post in each category. Then the next point is abolition of untouchability. This is a very important point. Untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with the law. Abolition of titles. No title, not being a military or academic distinction, shall be confirmed by the state. No citizen of India shall accept any title from any foreign state. No person who is not a citizen of India shall, while he holds any office of profit or trust under the state, accept without the consent of the president any title from any foreign state. The next point, no person holding any office of profit or trust under the state shall, without the consent of the president, accept any present emolument or office of any kind of from under any foreign state. Emolument means earning, income. This one is the part which we have seen here is about right to equality, where such type of the rights are given to every citizen of India or the person who is residing in India, where our writer Dr. Ambedkar discusses about equality, everyone is equal before the law, and he further adds about discrimination, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Such type of the here discrimination should not be there. Then he speaks about the opportunity. There are the equal opportunity in matter of public employment to each and every citizen of India, where he adds about the untouchability, abolition of untouchability and abolition of titles. Here, if the title is given by the state government or the central government, then it one is acceptable. But if it is from any foreign agency or the foreign state, then such type of the title is not acceptable. No citizen of India shall accept any title from any foreign state or foreign agency. These things are in this way are mentioned by Dr. Ambedkar in this part. Then the another part is right to freedom. We will deal with the same in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.